Hello, how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Wow, what a week it has been, not only in the gaming industry, but also the world. I don't have to speak too much on that, but things are, they're a little hectic. So we're just going to try and focus in on what we can control our energy, control our mindset. That's why, as well, I have been enjoying just focusing in to the art studies or focusing in on when I'm at school uh, for that, however, 2 hours, 3 hours, just focus in on drafting, architecture, whatever it is, just focus on that. So we're here today. Thank you all for joining me. Welcome to those that are new. We're an art channel looking at all things that inspire art. So for this week, we're continuing our smaller study, working towards the bigger study of conceptualizing our drawing, painting, designing a mega evolution for our starter Pokemon in Legend ZA, which is Chikorita. She's really, nice little cute Pokemon. First time drawing and painting her, so I'm learning a lot. So each of these series, we're just going to take our time, experiment, design. For this week, we're going with not her mega evolution, her second evolution, Bayleaf. So the focus here was to understand her portrait area, the leaf that's on top of her head, the connection point from stem to, a leaf, and as well the flower buds that's surrounding her neck area. Still doing a little more details, studies, adding details in pencil, watercolor, gouache, adding those in behind the scenes, but just thought to share with you guys the process and getting a look at those. It's a slow process, given that I am still shaking off the rust, but it was fun to see it and see just the experimentation of it, work around the painting, have different ideas, still working as well through what if or how can you show that Chikorita and her subsequent evolutions are a fairy type. That's the question. And trying to answer that through these painting series. So yeah, it's fun. We're just taking our time with it, no pressure. Just easing as well back into the painting. So the last thing I want to as well talk about with you guys, share a little bit on, and two, I'll have links below for inspiration for this series. Some as well ideas that I'm still working through. I have that in the newsletter. Two linked below if you care to view that. And as well for the second part, I have the link for someone that's a developer, an artist, all around, creative, and how they view the Pokemon series and how it's, at least from the presentations, have gotten better each time we've seen ZA. This is, I'm gonna as well mention that it's gotten better. This last, 25-ish second snippet from the Nintendo Direct, it looked very, very good. When I say that, it means that the presentation is smooth. 60 frames a second really changes how it feels. The Pokemon move very fluidly. The characters, when they're running or walking, it looks very nice. It's very pleasing to the eye. And it makes me really excited for the game, but secondarily, and really looking into the future lore permits, is when the developers have even more time uh, to allow the creativity to be expressed. You know, maybe this is the generation where we see even more creativity, life expression. Maybe it looks even more similar to the anime, modern anime, and the early anime for the Pokemon series. The one with Ash and Pikachu, Brock, Misty. They're touring and going around the Kanto region, the Johto region. Maybe it looks even more like that with modern visuals. So I think I'll leave it with that. Leave you all with that. Thanks again. Really appreciate you guys joining. We'll see you guys in the next one. Happy Friday.